Welcome to the rotella workshop. We are giving you today some basics on the use of the rotella, that is the typical Italian shield that lasts from the mid of the 14th century throughout the late 17th century. Some words before I start the workshop. All you will see today is directly from the sources. Okay? So I will let you know where the techniques we are going to see are located on the sources. So there is no fantasy in it, okay? Just all on the sources. Before actually using the rotella, I will just do some basics on the footwork, on the blows of the Bolognese school, and on the guards using this kind of swordplay. And another thing, we are here that will just run through you in order to help you understand things. We are all instructors here. I'm just speaking on behalf of all of us because I'm a good English speaker. Just that. Yeah, so you can just drop off your sword and your rotella. Okay, so when we'll finish the workshop, we'll also have some booklet with all the things we are going to do. Okay, so step closer to me, just for 2 lines, and just focus 2 lines. Close. We're just starting with some basic understand all the backgrounds of it. So basically, guard position, you know, one of the foot should be on guard, the other back guard. Then there's always space between feet, so don't take it blindly, okay? Because the shoulders should both be towards the upper. So this is not correct. Okay. Bend your legs. Okay. So same is for left leg. Okay. All symmetric. The shoulders. It's really important. Wow. Okay. So basically, both feet should all the time be on the ground completely. Okay, so you will never see something like this. You will never see one of the foot raised. Okay, you will always be on both foot on the ground. Okay, so basically you have 2 kinds of steps. Okay, so Bolognese footwork is on the circle. Okay, so you will most likely turn around your opponent instead of going straight towards it. Okay. So basically you have 2 kinds of footstep. It is oblique ones. So if you are the ones for which you take your rear step towards the opponent, okay, and not straight to the opponent, but on the sides. Okay. And you can have crossing steps. So this one. Okay. The foot on the front is always directed to the opponent. After each foot, we usually gain the line with the opponent. Okay. So for example, if I do something like this, in order to regain line, I must follow the ring. Okay. So we have all this kind of step. Okay. So we always in line here. Okay. a lot. Obviously, we have also steps. We have also some kind of steps in which you just put your advanced your forward leg towards the opponent. Okay, and that's just basic. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's now speak about the rotella. So the rotella is a round shape, as I was saying. It's a bracelet, so it has an handle for the hand, some straps, one or more straps for the forearm, and it's always round in shape, and it's also back. Now, the ones we are using are just flat, because they are easy to build, okay? But the using one is not so different. They are not.
Voglio vedere la tua.
And it's almost 60 centimeters in diameter, from 50 to 60. And in order to understand how it is used, the first master who actually writes down how to use the rotella is in the 15th century. Di Grassi is one of the late authors of the European school, and he actually writes down how to handle it, or rather how not to handle it. He just says there is people around that use it to carry the rotella, putting it on the leg, because they don't want to get tired. Okay, and this is a way the rotella should not be used. He also tells there is people that brings the rotella completely flat toward the opponent in order to protect all the torso, but in this they don't see the opponent. Okay. So the opponent can just make profit of this. Okay. So it's a way the rotella should not be used. Okay. And in the next paragraph it just says how far to use it. And it just says that the rotella should be handled with the arm almost completely extended towards the opponent, in a way that the ray from our eye passing through the circumference of the rotella lets us see the whole body. So this is the way the rotella should be handled. You get tired quickly with the rotella. Okay. It's not a light whip. Okay? So it's always to be, if you can take your rotellas, remember, not take your arm
Le mie non piacciono.
forearm to your opponent. And with your eyes, you should see the complete. You should see the view of your opponent. Okay? So you need that eye part of your opponent. Okay?
Aperto.
Grassi says that handling this way rotella, the back part will parry all the blows from our left side, from the head to the legs. This is Grassi. And that it can also parry all the shots, all the blows from our right side with just a little movement using this part of the rotella. Because you just need to move a little bit in order to deflect every blow. Okay? We have to note, however, that Grassi is a late author of the modern school, concentrates his techniques only on basically only on thrusts. Okay? So when we step back, earlier author like Marozzo or Manciolino, that we'll see right now, their techniques were 50% thrusts and 50% cuts. So the rotella is slightly, the way to handle the rotella is slightly different, but not so much. So we can just handle it like the Grassi says. Okay. So before giving you the basics, we have to know how to handle a sword together with the rotella. Okay. So we have seen how to put our feet. Okay. We now know also how to use the shield. We just know the correlation between the sword and the shield. Okay. For the one of you who don't know, the Morini school is a school of fencing, tradition, fencing tradition that starts from the early 16th century in Bologna and lasts to the end of the 17th century. Okay, so we have many things in common in this tradition, and one of the things we have in common are the guards. Okay, so basically 12 to 14 different guards in the Bolognese school. Masters usually show us these guards with different weapons. Obviously, sword is always present. And in the rotella play, we should just know 4 of these guards. Okay, so we're going to see these 4 guards. I use Italian names. Deal with it. This is Italian fencing, this is Bolognese school, it has its name. Okay. First guard we are going to see, which is the most common, is called coda lunga e alta. It is a guard with the left foot onward. You know how to handle the rotella, so it's the same. The sword has the, you know the position of the hands? Say first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so basically the end is the second position, so your first is pushing down, okay? Your sword is slightly below the shoulder and is pointing toward the opponent. Okay.
The arm slightly bad.
It's not this one. No, it's not. All the guards will then play because we will see that we don't want the opponent to enter our defenses.
Si vede che questo non sa proprio tenere una spada in mano.
Altre cose, nelle mani.
I know it's no excuses, you're offended. Then there's another one.
Vediamo che è uno più sottile.
Aspetta.
If you are away
Slider.
if you are away from the opponent, you don't need to be in your guard.
Slider.
Okay, you can just relax. When you it's going remember always bend. And another one that you see the second one is with the right foot onward. The end is always in second position, so you just like a
Coda lunga e stretta.
the sword is over the knee and slightly on the left, on the right. Okay. And this is called coda lunga e stretta. In this case, the tip of the sword is towards the face of the opponent. So, coda lunga e alta, coda lunga e stretta. Okay. You okay with it? Then we see the porta di ferro stretta. Coda lunga e stretta. But in this case, the sword is with the end pointing down. Okay. The sword is slightly on the left of your right knee.
Right foot forward. Right foot forward. Okay. Forward.
Okay, this is porta di ferro stretta. So, what's the difference? And then there is the last one. I will show you later because it's
Here is the
What's the difference between these guards?
okay.
Let's say the main purpose of a guard is both defending guards but also giving an opening. Okay. So basically the difference between down the other the difference between this guard is the color of the street and this guard it's just opening the opening. In this way I just divided my end side, okay, because the sword is completely protected by my side. In this case, I'm just taking an opening on my right side, okay, so the sword is completely protected. The shoulder are close forward. So let's see. Hold along the elbow. Hold along the street. Porta ferro stretta. Guarda in faccia. Okay, so and then we'll start with the techniques. Just last thing to clarify, and it's how to use the sword. Okay, so how to master the Bolognese masters call the blows. Okay, so basically we just inform them all the blows that start from our right side and the beginning of our left side. These ones are called mandrito. So this is a mandrito. From our right side. On the opposite, from our left side, our right side is a roverso. We have a mandrito, we have a roverso. Then we have the falso. Blow delivered the both hands. Okay. So side sword as okay. So whenever we use the full edge, we are using falso. So we can have a falso. We can have a falso. Falso. Falso verso. And we have a particular blow which is really used in some also in the school, Marozzo in particular. It's the falso blow. That is basically a falso mandrito that transforms into a thrust when it's going to be executed. So basically, if I go along the street, I'm going to be a falso mandrito. Okay, that basically transforms itself into thrust. Okay. This one is a falso mandrito. Okay. Of this kind of blows. The thing to know is that Marozzo always used this kind of blow as a feint, not as a step. Okay, so enough talking. Let's start doing something. Okay, so we have seen the guards, we have seen how to enter the sword, we have seen the shots. Okay, let's see the basics. I will give you 3 basic things, and we will see these basic things with the techniques of the others. Okay, so we will start from the first basic, that is probably the most important. And I think this could be a basic for each kind of shield. your hand be discovered outside the field. Okay. We will see some techniques, but basically this is the case that if I just yes, I can just protect myself. Okay, there we go. So, without effort. Okay, and we will see this right now. So, Andrea and Riccardo will be my puppets. So, this one is the first technique of Marozzo. Okay. Marozzo says that you have to put yourself total gamba. So Riccardo is doing Marozzo. Okay. The opponent hits us with a mantrito, with a roverso, or with a thrust. So whichever blows the opponent will do, if he just lets the hand outside the boundary, what Marozzo does is falso at the end, roverso, and then step back, roverso, okay, I will try this. This is the first technique that Marozzo writes down on the sword and rotella pressure. Again.
Falla piano.
So, falso at the end, with an oblique step. Okay. We will have to put together everything we have seen right now, till now. Okay. So, step, falso at the end, roverso at the leg, then step back and roverso over. Yes, the reverso over the leg or the arm or the shoulder. And always use, yes, also the reverso, same thing. Always use your rotella protectively, even against the thrust. Simply use the rotella. Okay, so if you discover the end, put yourself in the see, it's really important how we use our feet, this kind of techniques. Because in this particular one, if you do the falso without stepping, it's just useless. You have to actively find your target. Okay? This. Moreover, note that this is the first technique of Marozzo. And even in the first technique, this is how it starts. So you can understand how important it is and the job. We will see it in some 10 techniques, and on this 10, 4 are against him. Rather 5, but 4 are against him. So, next one. So now Marozzo has used a falso. That is a typical blow of Italian school. Okay. Italians really like the false edge of the sword. Okay, so this is the first one. We will see another one with a mandrito, then we will see also one with a roverso. So basically Marozzo uses all the kind of shots to hit the opponent's hand. Okay, and this should clarify you how basic it is to protect your hand with your best. Okay, so that's the second one. So Marozzo in figura longa alta once again. Okay. In this case, the opponent just tries a direct thrust to the face, okay, and Marozzo just does another time a step, okay, with a mandrito, and then a roverso on the leg, then a roverso. Next thing. Andrea here is just actively trying to keep the hand over the rotella in order to let the technique be as perfect as Marozzo wanted. But anyway, we will see that these kind of techniques succeed even if the opponent is really well protected because of the successive blows. Okay, so in this case, roverso to left, roverso exiting, and quarter trap. Okay, so this is one of those techniques that ends in quarter trap. Okay, so from the other side, thrust, mandrito to the arm, roverso to the leg, roverso exit, thrust. Okay, so it's really similar to the first one, as you could see. The only difference is the first shot, the first blow. Okay, in the first one we are giving a falso, in the second one we are giving a mandrito. And then roverso to the leg and roverso exit. It's the same thing. Obviously, we are doing this action in the same time as the opponent is thrusting us to the face. So this cannot be something like, okay, we would be dead in the meantime. Okay, this is obviously something to stop thrust and also hit. And so it's a mandrito expression with the anonymous bolognese that divides the arm in notes. So you have a note of wrist, a note of elbow, and a note of shoulder. In this case, this blow is taken with the note of wrist. So it's just this one. It's not with the shoulder. Okay. It's a the fastest mandrito you can shot. Okay.
Provato.
You want to try it?
Yes. We need to try it.
Okay, the opponent is just giving a thrust or a mandrito or a roverso. Here in Marozzo, as usual, there is an oblique step, a roverso, then suddenly a pulse of the arm, and then a roverso to the out. And then, once again, thrust under the leg. Yeah, roverso, pulse of the arm from under the rotella, roverso again, and thrust the core. So it's always the basic principle. You can see, roverso, falso to the arm, roverso exiting, and thrust core. Okay?
Again?
Once again.
One time.
Roverso, falso to the arm, then roverso exiting out. And then thrust. Okay. Both the roverso, the falso that you're going to throw, okay, and the final thrust are under the rotella. It's always, the arm is always protected by the rotella. Okay? Because basically the opponent could do the same thing we are doing to you. Okay? So always protect your hand with the rotella. Okay?
Provare.
Right. We have to hurry a bit because we have time left.
No. 5 e mezzo. Vai.
Have 30. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's rush. There is another way and in order to hit the opponent's hand. Okay, so we have seen falso, we have seen mandrito, we have seen roverso. We have another one, and that is starting from coda longa e stretta. Whichever shots our opponent is taking, we just have to step back, close our line, and hit his hand. Something like this. Okay, so if he's attacking this leg with his arm forward, okay, it will be hit. So, so, this is another card that is called Cinghiana Porta di Ferro Stretta. That is basically like the Porta di Ferro you see before, but with the left foot forward. So we have seen the Porta di Ferro Stretta. It's like that, but with the left foot. So we are in coda longa stretta, we deliver a mandrito, at the end, Cinghiana Porta di Ferro. Hitting the opponent's leg. Okay? And then, whenever the opponent just parry both hands and step forward and Marozzo on the leg. Same thing. Okay. Yes, this is a little bit more complex, but you have to get the point. This one. The point is, even if you see the rock exposes his hand, then you can choose to hit him with a fault, with a falso, with a mandritto, with a rovescio, or even if you are sure what to do, just step back and cut. Always protecting your head, rotella, just close to the line and hit his head. Okay, that's the point of the technique. Then Marozzo also shows us how to continue with a falso, with a rovescio, but Marozzo's technique are really complex. Okay. Definitely not perfectly understand all the technique. My purpose here is to teach you how to protect the hand, or rather hit the opponent's hand. Okay. So what I want you to do now is just face and con la stretta, just step back and sciare. Okay, protect your hand, and hit it. Okay? Just 4 or 5 times.
Attention to him? No, va bene.
Okay, that's perfectly normal. Okay, so first we
Quello si sta diventando il tuo è lo spagnolo.
Let your hand go now. Always protect your hand. Okay. Then we have the second one. And this is tricky. I mean, you have to parry from a mandritto. Use your rotella. Okay, that's right. And if you have a mandritto, you lose the rotella. Okay. If I'm a skilled fencer, I can start with that. Okay.
Coupe de jet?
It's a good target.
Non è questo?
The leg.
Un target.
Always a good target. Because it's really difficult to protect that without using the sword. Okay. So, masters, all the Renaissance, all the traditions, teach us how to parry from
Mandrino.
close to the legs. Just move. Simply put our sword under the rotella. So, whichever shot that's the target to be. Okay. Okay. You just need to put the sword under the rotella. So, and I'm done. Moreover, once I am there, with no effort, I can hit the opponent's leg. Because I'm there. Okay. And note that we could not know that the opponent is targeting our leg. Okay. In this case, what Andrea did was just feint the face. And Riccardo is just using the sword under the rotella, even if the opponent is giving a feint to the face. Because you can never know when a hit to the leg will happen. Okay, so for your safety, because remember, we are speaking of safety first, and then we hit the opponent, not the opposite. Okay. Then, whichever shot you receive from your left side, just always bring the sword under the rotella. Always. Okay. In this way, you will just deflect any blow. Okay. So, same thing against the rovescio. It's the same. Just using the sword under the rotella. Okay. and masters do this all the time. Now we will see some techniques from the Anonymous Bolognese, that is a master from the early 16th century. Should be 1515, I think, or 15. As Marozzo, we will see in this first technique what he does. This is tricky. So, in this case, what the Anonymous does is start with the coda longa stretta, but with your left foot onward. So it's like a coda longa alta, basically. Okay, so starting coda longa alta, okay, because I was telling you there is difference between master and master in the Bolognese school. Okay, all the guards are the same, but in this case it's just telling us coda longa stretta, but with the left foot onward. It is the same thing as a coda longa alta. Okay, so coda longa alta. Here the Anonymous is going to eat the leg, but it's a feint. So I'm going to stop in Porta di Ferro 3. So what I'm going to do is that one. Okay, the opponent is going to parry and then it's going to answer to the leg. Okay. Okay, so here's the Anonymous. Okay, so when the opponent is feeling the blow to the leg, he will surely step forward and hit our leg. Okay, because this is the basic things that they taught with the rotella. Okay, so when we see the opponent that moves, the opponent moves towards us, we just step back and hit him in the face, in the arm, wherever is the score. And in that case, the Anonymous gives us three possibilities, because when he steps forward, he can just cover the hand, as we have seen. In that case, he will let the head is covered. Okay. So we will give him a mandrito to the head. Okay. Or he could protect the head, and in that case, he will expose the hand. Okay. Or even he could just open the guard in order to put the rotella against him, but he will just take a thrust. Okay, so basically here we are forcing the opponent to parry on the leg and to answer, because that was the basic principle that they taught to the scholars in that period. Okay. You just won because it's named from your time. Okay. And this is really a this is from Giacomo di Grassi. That is, if you remember, the guy that wrote Auto and Rotella in the 15th century. So they call Auto. It's really particular because Di Grassi starts from a really strange guard that equals one is the rotella, as we have seen, so that the terrain from my eye to the circumference just let it see open. And then we just do a target thrust at the opponent's head. Okay. And he does this thing in order to have the opponent cover the right side of the rotella. Because the opponent will do something like this. Because, you know, I'm giving you thrust to face, okay, from up, high up. So you just want to avoid that. And as soon as the sword passes your rotella, I'm going to step, just make my sword go around the rotella and into the chest. I can show this to you.
Dazi, maschera per questo.
Okay, so yes, I was saying that this thrust is a really powerful thrust, and in order to do such this thrust, what the thrust is just bring forward the backward feet, and then launch. Okay, so something like. Okay, this is a really powerful thrust. So you just use it to have the option open. Then you just set, goes to the ground. Okay, and then
Dazi, spostati. Spostati, Dazi.
yeah, no. That's important. That's important because when you are the perfect matching with the opponent, you can do two things basically. You can do that. Okay. But in that case, you risk because the opponent can hit you some way. So the other thing you can do is just set the match. Okay, and enter wrestling, for example. In this case, he doesn't enter wrestling. He enters the opponent.
All the blades.
All the blades. Okay. Okay, so for last one, you need to prepare your masks. Another time. Let's see it another time.
Primero golpe. Después, very calm.
Techniques to open your opponent before entry, but tomorrow morning we will have the advanced rotella class, in which we will see all those techniques from the authors that are a little bit more complex than this one. So basically this workshop the purpose is showing the basics of rotella. So a little bit of footwork, okay, how to handle rotella, and the basic things like do not let your hand go off the rotella and always parry bottom, and just don't be dumb and try to beat the opponent without doing anything before. That's the point. I'm giving you some
Niente, prego.
So, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, I will just do a brief summary of what we've done yesterday. Today we will more focus on the practice of the rotella instead of the theory that is behind it. Okay. But anyway, in order to give you a summary, the rotella is a shield used throughout the Renaissance in Italy, and we have many.
It was for you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We have many sources about the rotella, not only from the Bolognese school, but also from the Tuscan school, from various sources. Okay, and
Sono laggiù,
we
guarda.
have just given
Basta.
some basics yesterday, and the basics are how to wield the rotella. Okay, so the rotella should be wielded with the arm almost extended, okay, towards the enemy, but in order for you to see the whole enemy. So you don't have to cover the enemy, you don't have to take the shield near you, okay, and you don't need to just to try and put it on the leg in order to rest, for example. It's tiring, okay, you get tired fast using it. Okay. So, first basic, just have the shield towards the enemy. Okay. The arm is almost fully extended, almost. Okay, not fully extended, but almost fully extended. And it has to cover all your arm. Okay, and you have to see your opponent from head to foot. Okay. Masters use both guards, so we have the left guard, okay, and we have also right guards. For the sword is always, the hand is always behind the rotella. Okay. So the guards we see in the figures are almost always with the sword on the side of the rotella or under the rotella. Okay. So questa coda lunga e alta, questa porta di ferro stretta. Sì. Okay. And even when thrusting or cutting, we have never to take the arm outside the shield. Okay, that is the first basic. Never do something like this. Always bring the shield together with the sword. Okay? Because we have seen yesterday that all the masters in some techniques used to strike the arm of the opponent when he put the hand outside the ring. Okay. The second basic you've seen is to always protect your legs with the sword. So for example, if the counter strikes me with the leg, I adjust to put my sword with the false edge towards this one. Okay. So it's not this one. Okay. And also on the other side, towards the rovescio, just a this leads to many advantages, you could see. The first one being that as soon as I parry the leg, I can just like this. Okay? And we've seen this in many techniques from the sources. Yes? Okay? One more thing on this concept. You will never see a direct blow with the leg. If the opponent is skilled enough, he can just feint the head, and then when you are going to parry without the sword, or even with the sword, you can just go down because you have the shield covering the sword. Okay, so shots to the leg are most likely to happen. So always bring the sword up. The third basic we've seen is that as the rotella is a really defensive weapon, it's really easy to defend from blows. A direct hit is almost useless. So in order, I mean, each and every blow I can take on a direct blow will be easily parried by the opponent. So what I will have to do is to create an opening. Okay, and we can see this in the techniques, in perhaps all the techniques. So basically you have to open your target before entering. And we will see something about this soon. Okay, so basically these are the basic concepts. Okay, one thing on which I would like you to focus is the footwork. It's really, really important in the sword and shield to have a good footwork. I don't want to see people standing with foot near with still legs. Okay. The rotella play is with bent legs. Okay, and we are always turning around the opponent. Okay, with different kind of steps, but it's never something. It's all, they are all always precise movements. Okay, we will see. Okay, so starting from let's go in that. The first advanced concept I want to show you is how to create an opening. So right now I will show you a couple of techniques from the sources, and then we will put our masks on and try to do something similar. I don't want you to do the techniques, but to understand them. Okay, so first of all, I will show you the sixth technique of the Anonymous Bolognese. Okay, that starts from coda longante e alta. Let's see. It just does something like this. First, I'm going to do a left thrust to the opponent in order to have it open this guard. Note that this is not a true hit, this is just a feint. Okay, I want you to open. So I do something like this. Then I put my rotella and protection on my head. I put my sword back. I do a big step on the right side, and then I'm doing something like this. So I'm doing a falso in puntata. So a falso is a shot delivered with a false edge of the sword that will just mutate to a thrust. In order to have him raise his rotella, okay? As soon as he raises his rotella, I just step forward with my left foot backward, now, and thrust him from the chest. Okay, if it's not enough, he then just completes the technique. This is just enough. But if it's not enough, the technique completes, yes. The technique completes in this way. And then on the left. Okay. So, from the other side, I just do like this, like this, like this. Note that my rotella is always at protection of my full body. Okay? So, this is one from the Anonymous Bolognese. As you can see, I want to have my opponent open his sword, open his shield, and then I thrust in the center.
Un po' la più difficile, non si faceva Manzolino,
We can see something similar with, for example, the third technique shown by Marozzo. This one. In order to have it not move, I'm just doing something like this. I strike with a thrust. I don't care, this is not the true shot, I just don't want him to move. Okay, so when I'm right the measure, I'm doing this. Then I'm waiting for him. If he doesn't nothing, if he just steal, then I do this. Okay, in order to have him raise his shield. Okay.
Deve fare una e poi ci sta su te, l'ho già detto anche ieri.
Guida Roverso.
Esatto.
What you have to do is to let him open. So, feint, okay, and then shot on the leg, for example. Or feint, shot on the leg, and then on the other side. Obviously, the opponent should not let it enter. Okay, so I want you also to actively defend. Is it clear? Any questions? Have you tried this? Okay. Come together. It will become funnier and funnier. You'll see. Okay, so as I was saying to some of you, the best principle is that you actively try to create an opening on the opponent. You don't have to wait the opponent to create an opening for you. You have to open the opponent actively. Okay, so it's not important the technique as shown by the masters in this case, but the important thing is to open the opponents. I can do it in many ways. I can just strike one part into the other, or in this case, strike strike to the head, strike from the outside. Okay, now I have an opening on the bottom, so just like this. Okay, and there is not you have to understand the principle behind it. Okay, you can also do it only with thrust. Okay, if you are using thrust. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and in many of the techniques, we have this kind of pattern. First blow that is always a feint. Second blow that could be a feint, but most of the time it's a contested blow. And then the third blow that always goes on target. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Always. introduce now the second advanced concept. That is, your opponent will try to do the thing they have just seen to you. Okay, so the opponent will try to open it. And you have two ways of defending yourself. The first one is, we have seen yesterday, it's just basic. As you see the end out of the shield, yes. It's game over. Okay. Otherwise, you have, with all these disguises, with all these fades, no one is perfect, you know. So when you see your opponent is charging too much shot, is creating an opening while moving, then you just have to do one single thing. In whichever guard you are, whichever guard you are, there is no need. If he opens while attacking, oh! Okay, so you have to simply move your hips down. Okay, go down, go. Okay, that's why you have to take your legs. Okay, so go down, put your down shield on protection of your head, of your full body. Okay, and trust him where he's open. Okay. So, the next thing I want you to do is the same as before, but in this case, opponent will just do something like this. So when you see that the attacker is charging too much,
Zero completo.
Gli italiani.
Perché entra? Io vedo. Perché non ci arrivo la galla? Cazzo non ci, ma va.
Now, there are many of these. As I was saying before, if you just put the hand outside the shield, okay, always use rotella protection, then strike the head or when there is an opening on the opponent. Okay, so next exercise, I would like if you could change couples in order to try with other people, but that's up to you, no problem. So the exercise I want to do is the same as before, but the person who's defending can just step in and try and thrust on the attack. Okay?
Pianino.
Or cut, whichever you want. It's not important to trust your opinion. It's important that you understand the principle behind it. Okay? Have fun. Exactly, and show that.
No, I exposed it.
How the rotella should be used. Just step closer. And please note that this kind of play requires some experience in order to be mastered. So this is just exercises we are proposing to you in order to understand which are the principles behind rotella. Okay. There is just one thing that is missing. How to use the rotella in an active way. Okay, so for now we have just limited in the pairing blows with rotella or using the rotella as a cover. In the autos we can see that the rotella is also used in order to hit the opponent in some cases. Okay, we see it in the sources. I will show you something about it. For example, we have the second technique shown by Marozzo. So, usually masters didn't give importance to the techniques basing on the order of the techniques. But in fact, this is the second technique shown by Marozzo. So it's something, let's say, can be considered important. Okay. The first one is a shot to the end. Okay, it's a basic, all the basic. Okay. The second one, we are both in porta di ferro stretta, in iron guard. Okay.
Mine is a little bit long.
The opponent is in porta di ferro stretta.
A little bit long.
Yes. What I'm going to do is just try to control the opponent's sword with a cross step. Okay. Then try to thrust the opponent in order to have him raise the sword. Okay. And as soon as he raises the sword, I'm going to put my rotella under his armpit and push. Okay. So I'm going to do something like this. Okay. In this case, I have to move on the angles here because there is also this shit. I'm just controlling his sword, but also I'm controlling his arm. So when I'm in control here, I can just shoot him in the leg. Okay. Okay. And then I just go, step back, covering. Okay. So the basic principle here is that the rotella is used in an active way, but after making sure that the sword of the opponent is safe for me. Okay, so I'm just not striking him with rotella without purpose, because in that case I would be dead. Okay, so in that case what I'm going to do is just try to control, and I'm in control here. Then I just hit. Okay. Also, I'm just hitting with a mandritto to the leg, because if I'm not so good here in the control and he steps down, I have the sword. Okay. You want to see from the other side? So from coda longa alta. And note that I'm also trying, I'm giving an opening to my opponent, but I will attack on the other side in order to have him understand that I'm going to that side, so he will put his sword there. If I was there, okay, that would be a direct blow, and it will also bring the rotella. Okay, so, okay, we cannot parry in any way. Okay, so this is the first one. Then we have the grassi. Is from from those of you who weren't here yesterday. We are seeing techniques of the Bolognese school from Marozzo, from Anonymous Bolognese, that are from Antonio Manciolino, that are from the first half of the 16th century. So Marozzo is 1536, Manciolino is 1531, the Anonymous is 1515, 1520. Di Grassi is one of the later author of the Bolognese school, is 1570. He concentrates, he focuses on thrusts, but in each and every technique he uses actively the rotella. So we can see he just uses strange guards compared to other Bolognese school authors. Yes, he just uses 3 guards that are low guard, middle guard, and high guard. And as you can see, it's just, the sword is just behind the body. So, what I'm going to do here is a thrust in order to have him use the sword to deflect the thrust. And as soon as I'm there, I will step, use the rotella, open it, okay, then so always using the rotella, open this guard, and I'm just fixing this sword, this rotella together. So, just slowly, this way. I'm charging the thrust here. Okay, I'm just giving a little measure to the upper part, just a little bit. It's like a spring, okay? I'm charging here, because I want it to be surprising, to try to parry the fastest way you can. Okay. Then I do a quick step and use the rotella. Open it. I'm protected here. Then another step, I'm just sorry.
Don't shut too much. Okay. Movement is very good.
This is okay? Okay. We have another technique from the Tuscan school, in this case, from the anonymous Riccardiano, which authors we have here. Okay. And that basically consists in throwing a direct shot to the enemy's face after having parried a verso. So just with a verso, I'm just parrying the verso and then shooting the shot in the face. Okay. It works also with the verso to the legs, obviously. This is an exception, most than a rule, but we can find it in the treatise. So, I mean, we can suppose that rotella was used also in this way. Okay, all the things you are seeing here are directly from the sources. No imagination there, no personal opinions. Okay, just the sources. Okay. So, if you want to have fun, previous exercise, okay, but okay, so I want you to try the second technique from Marozzo, what I've seen before. They will show it. So, the defender should be with the sword in iron guard, so under the rotella, okay? And what the attacker does is that thing, then that, and that. Okay? I want you to try this. After this, we will mix all the things together. Okay? So, tap it. Those are 3 steps. Remember, footwork is important. So, we just start with the left guard. What we are going to do is this one. Okay, it's a cross step. This one. Okay, then do this. Okay, so you can see where it's going. And we follow. We follow in order to gain the line of attack. Yes. Okay. This is really important also. When you follow with the real foot, you don't have to change the measure with your opponent. So that is it is now doing it wrong. So that's good. That's good. That is good. Okay. You see, when following is just stepping back. So you cannot hit the leg. Okay, so when you follow, you should you should just turn around on your front, exactly, on your front foot, and don't let the measure from your opponent change. Okay, so it's not this, okay, but this, as you can see. It's just a small movement. Use it to gain the measure. Okay, so the footwork is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it's perhaps the most important thing on this technique. Okay, the second one being not to lose control on the opponent's sword.
Allora, guarda, vedi 3 volte.
Okay, so we will see another technique here. Guys? Okay, we're going to see another technique here. And this one is from Anonymous Bolognese. And we will see both things. We will see how to open the opponent and how to use the rotella actively. Okay. We will see. So the card is doing is Anonymous Bolognese, okay? Just falso in puntato. Then mandrito legs, okay? That just turns around to be a thrust. Okay. Okay, there's two options. If the opponent is just parrying, is leaving an opening when he's parrying, then you can enter with thrust. As you can see, this is a thrust. Okay. If the opponent closes his parry and doesn't give you an opening there, then it means then there is an opening on the other side. So the Anonymous is just using the shield to close the opponent's hand, okay, to the body, and just thrust him. Thrust him where, yeah, that hurts. Or or on the chest. But the focus here, the principle, is that he's completely open on that side. I want him to remain open on that side, so I'm using actively the rotella to put his hand close to his body. And he will not do anything because he could just go back, but he then just follows. Okay, try. Okay, he can do nothing. Okay, so I want you to try this one. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Just steps. Okay, so we are just starting with the left foot onward. In this case, in the last one, we have seen a crossing step on this side. In this case, we are just seeing a crossing step on the other side. So we are just doing this one. Okay, doing a falso puntato. Okay, this one. Then we have an oblique step. Going on the leg, and when we are about to do this charge to go on the leg, we just turn the sword up with the full step. Okay, so before discharging, just turn it and go across both sides. Okay, and this is the first part. Then, if he has parry, if I avoid it, thrust, then just another step, put the arm shield. Okay, in front of you, step back with the arm of the sword and thrust.
Something like 133. Okay, the shield against me.
Exactly.
And mind his rear foot. He doesn't follow because he needs to go on the other side. So, follow. Okay. There is no following.
There is no following.
Because
exactly. Because he wants to act on the other bank. Okay, on the other side.
Very good.
And as they were saying, this is also really similar to the 133. Okay, I don't know if how much of you knows the R33, but the shield is actually used to close the shield and the hand of the opponent to his body. Okay, the same principle. One more thing.
No, try.
Yes, just
try it.
just try it, and we will pass through you. Satisfying class for me, okay? Because you are actually understanding. So I'm really proud. So I'm going to show you. We are going to show you perhaps the most complicated technique in the old Bolognese tradition about the rotella. Okay, because this can be the sum of all the things we've seen till now, and also it has a really complicated footwork that I want to show you, which was the level of detail that these masters put in the rotella play. Okay, so basically, Riccardo and Andrea will show you. Basically, we have already seen the third technique from Marozzo. That was just from coda lungata, so from the left guard, just thrusting and step back. Exactly, it was like that. Then it doesn't nothing, so we are just doing fainting in order to hit it.
So
There is the eighth technique. That is a little bit different because it's the same technique. It starts in the same manner, but in this case, after the thrust, the opponent attacks. Exactly, because what Marozzo does is just attack him and then close the score in his head, giving an opening to the opponent, because he wants the opponent to attack in this case. And that is what happened. I'm just about a second. Okay. So, cross, parry ground shield, but also with the sword. Okay, because here the opponent is just thrusting us to the head. Okay, then another step and go to the head, to the leg. Okay, and it's not finished because in this case, each thing the opponent can do. Okay, so supposedly the opponent will just take back his leg and then start back again. And what Marozzo does is another cross step with a false parry, using also the round shield to cover, okay, and then go around on the other side. Exactly. Then follows and step back with the thrust. Okay, so this is when I tell you that you have to go around your opponent. Okay, this is the sum of this concept. As you can see, we are just at the first glance we are going towards the opponent in order to have him attack. So here, then we go on this side, then we go on the other side. We are just moving around the opponent, trying to open him. Okay. So again, and we will try this.
on the other side.
This is one of the most complex. Okay, as you can see, there are a lot of shots, a lot of steps, but indeed it is an effective technique. Okay. Okay, so as usual,
Let's try. Let's try.
bring your mask on. Okay, I'm really satisfied because I can see you like it, and if you want to experiment a bit with rotella and free sparring, we are here all the day, also tomorrow. We like to free spar anyone. So just don't be shy. Come here and ask for rotella, and you will find an opening.